Hey folks, welcome, thank you for coming out. Folks, fucking Canada can take its weather and Justin Bieber back with them right now, actually.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess we get Bieber fans in the crowd. But folks, thanks for personally, stopping your search for Flight 370 for coming out tonight.
Aww.
My God, that plane disaster is like the Kim Kardashian of plane disasters. It's filled the news, but no one really gives a fuck, actually. But seriously, why don't we ever think about it from the other side? Like, maybe the plane passengers are playing the world's biggest game of hide-and-go-seek, and they're kicking our ass, actually. Well, it was kind of informing to see that one of the news stories I saw was that it's very customary for people from that part of the world to fly, on stolen passports and stuff, so that's going to give me the warm fuzzy when I'm taking my shoes off to get into the full-body x-ray machine at the airport to make sure I'm not a terrorist. Guys like, meow. Hey, Billy, you like beating off the fat guys, right? Look at this guy. I can see his stretch marks. Here, I made a copy for you. That's going to get you through. Personally, I think the Vietnamese Air Force is going to figure this out for us, folks, so it should be all set. But, I have my own theory about that plane. I think that it's probably parked right next to Flight 93 and the plane that hit the Pentagon, actually. Yes, that's dead silence for 9/11 truth or jokes. Thank you, folks. But anyway, it was pre-St. Patrick's Day today. Anyone Irish in here?
Woo!
2 people that are going to admit it. No black Irish, nothing? It's funny though too, because Patty was originally a racial slur. Like, it was like the green N-word. And us Irish people, yeah, it was actually. And we take it in stride, because like nowadays we still have the paddy wagon. Like, could you imagine if you're driving down the street with your girl, you're like, honey, I gotta pull over, the N-word wagon's coming right up our ass. So. But yeah, it would be a whole different world. Anyway, folks, I spent the day at the parade. No homo. It's kind of funny, but my gay brothers and sisters, I'm sorry, but this parade's about shamrocks, not your cocks. I know it's called Evacuation Day, but it has nothing to do with your colon, actually. But it's not like gays don't take part in the parade. That'd be silly. It's like if we banned gays, like who the hell would play the xylophone in the band, actually? But it was a good time. It was a good time, folks, It wasn't really, people lose track of St. Patrick's Day, the true meaning of St. Patrick's Day. And what it comes down to is, it's a day where you wind up hitting your best friend in the face with a beer bottle over a Larry Bird dispute, actually. It's like Irish on Irish crime. It's horrible. But also, it wasn't the only big holiday this weekend, folks. Can anyone else name what other big holiday happened this weekend? The Ides of March. That's beautiful. Actually, it kind of demonstrates my point. My girl was texting me on Friday, and she's like, hey, honey, I hope you're having a good day. I just want to let you know that it's Pi Day. It's 3.14. And I was like, okay, do you know what other big holiday it is, honey? And she's like, is it the Ides of March? And I was like, well, you should beware of it, but no. I was like, what was exactly 1 month ago today? And my girl's all like weirded out that the IT guy's gonna NSA the shit out of her email, so she's like, oh, it's Steak and Costco's Day. And I was like, yes, Steak and Costco's Day. And seeing as how I don't eat steak anymore, we're gonna have to go to Costco twice. So I did, I went to Costco twice. I unfortunately just had to use the self-checkout aisle, actually. Anyway, folks, you guys have a good rest of the night. That's my time. Thank you for coming out.